Well, good morning. It's 11 a.m. and we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube and we're in County Louth for the final of the Student Enterprise Programme. And we have a packed show for you today. It'll be running just over an hour. We have maybe some very, very special surprise guests. We're just waiting to see if they are making their way into the green room, and we have quite a few people in the green room, which you're going to meet now very shortly. And we're live, as I said, so please give a shout out to your school and to your college and to your teams, and be loud and proud, as they say. So well done, and to everyone that has entered. And we're going to have a celebration of all the entries in the Student Enterprise Programme in County Louth today. We're going to have a live quiz, so you're going to need your mobile phone with you, so make sure you have that with you, and there's a chance to win some prizes later on. We have a teacher's prize, and we're going to go through and celebrate the entries to the Student Enterprise Programme in County Louth. So to kick things off, I'm going to introduce you to Councillor Dolores Minogue, the Cathaoirleach of Louth County Council, to open up today's award ceremony.
As Cathaoirleach of Louth County Council, I am delighted to join with you today for the Student Enterprise Award Finals of 2021. Under normal circumstances, we would be in a large venue with students, teachers and judges going through your idea and going through your business plan. These are not ordinary times. In fact, they're very strange times with COVID-19. But that should not take away from the fact that you've worked hard at home, at school and indeed online. And this year more than ever, you had to be more creative, use your own initiative and think outside the box. But that should not take away from the fact that you've worked extremely hard on this programme. I hope that the skills and knowledge that you've garnished over this programme, that you take with you through your school, college and indeed your work life. And hopefully some of you will come back to this region with a business plan and create much needed employment. I would like to thank our teachers for engaging with this programme. Without your input and your advice to our students, this programme would not be anywhere near as successful. So I'd like to thank all our students and all our teachers for their input in this programme. So just to conclude, I'd like to wish everybody the very best of luck, especially our 4 finalists from Louth. I wish you all the very best of luck. Enjoy your day. Once again, thank you so much. Gura míle maith.
And thank you, Cathaoirleach. So I'm going to introduce you to Thomas Mcavoy, who's the head of enterprise in local enterprise office in Kildare. Thomas, thank you for joining us. Good morning. How are you?
I think you're giving me a new job there, Noel. I'm in Louth today.
Oh, I'll change that. Apologies.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
reading it off
You're
the screen.
fine. That's okay. No problem. No problem at all. I won't take any insult. No, delighted to be here this morning, Noel.
Jackie McNabb would kill us absolutely for that one. So well done. Loud and proud. We've changed that now. So well done. What a year has been, Thomas. I mean, from head of enterprise point of view, it certainly has been challenging for all the businesses that we've been working with, which makes today even more of a celebration when we see what the students have done over the last 11, 12 months, along with their families and with their schools and their teachers and the support. The entries this year have been phenomenal, haven't they?
They have. And look, it's been a very unusual year. And normally we'd love to be meeting everybody in person. This time last year, we were in the Fairways Hotel. Unfortunately, we can't be there this year. But it's amazing how people and businesses have had to improvise given the restrictions. And, you know, what
the internet is just
the last year has been accidented, and it has. But what I would say is that it's probably, you're never going to be tested as much in the current year as you will be for the rest of your life, because you've been thrown all sorts of different circumstances, and the students have overcome those. They've developed their business ideas. They're here in the county final, and it's if ever there was a test for what lies ahead, you know, you've passed it, because no matter what way you go in the future, whether you take a job, whether you go into self-employment, you run a business or whatever, you're always going to have challenges, but you're never going to have one as big as what we've had over the past 12 months. So well done to all. Chalk the past year down to experience and learn from it. And the takeaway I would have is, treat this as though another challenge, because in life you're going to, business is about getting back up, overcoming a challenge, finding a route, finding a solution, and constantly being able to, be innovative and creative and overcome those challenges. So yeah, it's to your point, Noel, it's been a very unusual year, but I would congratulate all the students on getting to the county final. As I say, it's been a very unusual year, but we in the local enterprise offices, we're delighted to be supporting this program. It's something that we've been involved with over the past 25 years. And part of our job is to inculcate an enterprise culture. So what we mean by that is we want to get people thinking about, might I be suited for business? And if I am, how do I go about doing that? And the Student Enterprise Program puts you on a path to open up that possibility. And people out of it might decide, well, actually, it's not for me. But others might say, you know what? There's a great sense of express myself in the business, my personality in the business, and this is something I'd like to do. And for us, that's the first step for many when they go down the road of self-employment. And our job is to help people in that pre-start stage. And then when they come back to us, hopefully when they leave school or maybe leave college and they come back and want to start a business, we can open up the discussion again and help them start and help them grow, because we're working with businesses irrespective of what stage they're at, what type they are. So I would encourage any students who've been through this process, and if they are thinking of starting up in the future, to think of their local enterprise office, come back, have a conversation with us, and we can see how we can help you.
And it is one of those options that is really worth considering. Don't just get a job, maybe build a business. Entrepreneurship is an option to consider, and the Student Enterprise Program certainly encourages that, as maybe that's a route. I have a passion for something, I have a problem that I've discovered I could solve. And we really have seen some fantastic innovation this year with some themes based around COVID, obviously, but obviously green and sustainability has been some of the themes this year as well, haven't they?
Yeah, very much so. And we're seeing that in the real world and how it's playing out, and the importance of sustainability. That's going to play a big and much bigger role into the future. And we're encouraging the businesses and people thinking about business and through this program to start thinking green now. And there's various supports. We're not asking you to do this on your own. There's expertise out there. We can plug you into that expertise and help get you thinking. But if you take it that there's so much wasted resource, what happens to, let's say, the heat that you create within a business? How can you harness that? Do you look at your waste and is there a way of maybe capturing energy or capturing resource within that waste and having that reused? But, and what that, I was listening to the radio yesterday, and there was somebody, she's from Italy originally, and she was talking about how she took pre-worn clothes and upgraded them as such, and has a fabulous business out of it, because more and more people are interested in not this fast fashion but this sustainable fashion. So there's huge openings, and it's not just about a fancy idea, but and if people that adopt green practices actually will save money as well as save the environment. So I would encourage people and businesses to to start looking down that road very quickly, because that's the direction we're all moving in.
Well, we mentioned some words there like resilience and pivoting and never giving up. So I haven't given up. We've got the geography right now, and we've got you down there as Louth, which is really important. But I'm going to bring in another very proud Louth lady, Finola Rogers. We're going to bring you in, and you have been involved with the Student Enterprise Program for many, many years. And I think this year, Finola, you were just saying to me there off camera that the quality of the applicants this year have just been exceptional.
Absolutely. Noel, thank you very much for having me today, and hello everybody. I'd just like to say what a fantastic day, as in celebrating youth entrepreneurship throughout County Louth. This is always a fantastic day, that we celebrate every single year. Unfortunately, we can't be in the big hotel this year, but nonetheless, I suppose we want to celebrate every single young person out there. And can I even just say that 19 schools, every one of the 19 schools in County Louth have been involved in the programme this year, regardless of the restrictions, I suppose, that COVID has put on us, which is a huge achievement and is testament, I suppose, to the programme itself. So it is. We've had over 350 businesses as in developed out of this particular programme, and we have had over 1,000 students involved in the programme this year. And that in itself is a huge achievement. Now, I'm just one of the coordinators, myself, along with Frances Verling and Colin Finnegan. We would deliver the enterprise modules throughout the schools all over County Louth. And absolutely, this year in particular, we've had, I suppose, quite a mixed bag, I suppose, of delivery platforms. In a lot of the schools, particularly before Christmas, we've been able to get in to meet them ourselves and deliver those modules in the classroom. But we've also used a lot of other techniques, such as video. We've used Zoom, we've used Microsoft Teams, lots of other platforms. And I have to commend every single student involved in this. They have been absolutely brilliant and have gotten on board with us regardless of the restrictions, and have really and truly put their all into setting up their business and really and truly been very successful. So they have.
Well, you mentioned the technology there, Fionnuala, and the other people involved. So using the technology, we're going to bring in Colin. So Colin, welcome to the stream. And somebody else that was mentioned is another colleague who's Francis Verling, and he's already in the comments there, and he's saying best of luck to all the students in Louth today. Lynn Gray has answered back immediately. Thank you, Francis. So if you're live on YouTube, if you're live on Facebook, please post your comments, give your shout out to your fellow students, and wish them the very best in the award ceremony today. So Colin, you're very welcome in, and as Fionnuala said, this has been a bumper year for entries, and the quality has been phenomenal, hasn't it?
It's been fantastic, Noel, fantastic. I'm delighted to be involved with them. In one way, we talk about the burden of COVID in terms of having to adapt and change and move towards a lot more online and using technology. But I suppose we shouldn't be a bit surprised, because if there is ever a group of people who know more about technology and could educate us, it's the students who are in the competition, and students generally, because they are so comfortable with technology. And it was fantastic to see how they were able to adapt and particularly use social media to help promote their business when they couldn't get out there and sell their product in person. So yeah, very impressed.
Well, Fionnuala mentioned the high quality and the high number of entries, so let's give everyone a big shout out. So there is the school crests up on the screen, but we're going to give you all an individual shout out. So in the chat, I'm sure we can't physically hear you, but in the chat we'll be able to hear your screams as you shout for your school and your college. So representing Skull Nuvura in Dunleer, we've got Sweet Designs, Lucy's Christmas Trees, Scriptorium Pens, Swabbles, and Lily's Fizz Factory. St. Louis Secondary School in Dundalk, we've got Reflex Design, Sustainable Style, Albumify, and SZE Stories. From Dundalk Grammar School, we have Positive Packages. So the very best of luck to everyone today. From De La Salle Dundalk, we have Seasonal Crafts, Schmuck, and SXB Controllers. From St. Mary's College Dundalk, Fizzle and Scrub, Pebble Effect, Play It. From RD Community School, 2020 commemorative jerseys, Bake Me Happy, Mills Art. You can see that the ingenuity in some of the names are fantastic. Bake Me Happy. We're feeling very Bake Me Happy today. Drogheda Grammar School, we've got Randomly Marbled and For the Birds. St. Joseph CBS in Drogheda, Jack Designs and Mitty Cords. Bush Secondary School, Cariona, COVID Central and Hang Them Up. In Colossaries, Ellie's Sculpture Art, Keep It Real, and online violin lessons. St. Vincent's Secondary School, Rags to Bags, Sunrise Zodiacs, Stitch Up. Sacred Heart School Drogheda, Glorious Glass Gifts, TY Trades, Key Craft Kings, Colashta Cucullen, we've got Rocket Fizz, St. Bridget's School in Dundalk, Candy Cards, St. Oliver's Community College, Blue Ink Games and COVID Solutions, St. Mary's Dyson in Drogheda, we've got Bags and Boots and COVID card cases and Sanitizers. The names are just fantastic, isn't there? I mean, guys, you gave the big shout out. What a bumper entry. But it's one thing to see the names. Let's have a quick look at a video montage of some of the entries this year. The quality is just phenomenal. And some of the services, obviously, we can show there. So these were some products that we have. But it really just highlights that the standard, despite COVID, elevated beyond our wildest dreams this year. Isn't that right?
Yeah, very, very much, Noel. And, you know, it's because of a lot of people working both not but in the background as well. And, you know, there's wonderful student ideas here, but it's been helped by the teachers who've got on board with the program. So they deserve a huge thank you, and we're delighted. We're delighted with the uptake, and but also, I mean, all the students would have been engaging with Fionnuala, Colm, and Francis, and the work that they've been doing has been phenomenal. Getting students to, you know, bring their ideas to life and get this into a business. So a big thank you from our office to Fionnuala, Colm, Francis, and all the teachers who've done this. And hiding in the background is a colleague of mine, Sarah Mallon, who has pulled all this together. The students don't get to meet her, but it wouldn't happen only for her. So a big shout out to Sarah. And of course, Noel, yourself and the crew at the Entrepreneurs Academy, you know, for making today and this event happen and bring it to life. It's wonderful. So there's a great system out there, and the students get to see some, but there's a lot of people in the background that make today happen. And I just wanted to commend them on bringing this to life.
Well done, Thomas, and it's our pleasure to be involved. It is as uplifting as it is exciting. So
there was one other group. Sorry, no, there was one other group, and they gave their time voluntarily, and hopefully most people will be happy with what they've come up with today. But the judges were Sarah Daly, Lavina McGahan, Garrett Duffy, Brendan Casey, and Claire Cunningham. And as I say, they gave their time free. They have wonderful experience. They've been down this road before. They know how to pick winners. And we've been very successful, actually, in the national finals. We've always picked up different awards. So look at, they always give their time freely. And it's just worth mentioning, thanking them for doing that.
And a job that we don't envy, Thomas, because we've seen the quality, how they absolutely had to come to a decision on who are the winners. It's a difficult job, looking at the quality that we had there. So you were right to give them a quick shout out. I mentioned about shout outs, and Colm, you have a fan there. So Nathan O'Reilly saying hi, Colm. And Colm will be helping us with some of the awards and the announcing later on. So Paula Fitzsimons, hello and good luck and best of luck to everyone. Thank you, Fionnuala, for coming in and mentoring us in those challenging times. So a shout out to you, Fionnuala. Garrett Duffy, I said, I agree with the speakers this morning. Very high quality ideas and entries, very uplifting considering all the extra challenges students face this year. Mr. Campbell is here. Best of luck to everyone, especially all the students of Coláiste Rees. Come on, the Rees. Well done. So a quick shout out is keep encouraging the comments coming, and shout out to your school, your teacher, your teams. Be loud and proud. Now, we do have a very special guest speaker. I can see him in the green room, but his devices are not connected. So, Davey, if you can hear us there, you might just reconnect as I'm doing the intro to you. But how do you introduce this guy? Well, we're going to give it a go and hope that the technology does not let us down. Can I introduce you to the one and only Mr. Davey Fitzgerald? So managing the Wexford senior hurling team. As a player, he's widely considered to be one of the greatest goalkeepers of his generation. He joined the top adult team as a 17-year-old in 6 Mile Bridge and in 1989, and he enjoyed his great success in 1996 when they won the All-Ireland Club Championships. He won 2 Munster Club Championships titles, 6 Clare Senior Championship titles, won his first All-Star in 1995 before claiming a further 2 All-Stars in 2002 and 2005. He's currently Clare's record championship appearer, having played in 60 championship games. You might recognise Davey, though, from the TV. You'll know him when he's finished collecting all the silverware. He is a mentor and a supporter to many of the programmes that you would see with Ireland's Fittest Family and Davey's Toughest Team. And when we talk about mentoring, here's Davey in action.
Go! Push it, push it, push it! Just put traffic. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Josh, you need to go. Josh, you need to go. Get up there. Like you've never gone. Let's go. Over that. Over it. Hold. Hold. Josh, push yourself. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Get up there. Get up there. Go. Get up and go. He's fine. He's fine. Seamus, get up and go. Come on, Seamus. Yeah. Jesus.
Davey, you're very, very welcome, and good to put this in here. We've got you. We've got you. How are you doing, Davey?
I'm good, Noel. How are you?
Well, the technology was nearly beating you this morning, but we got you in the back door, so I'm very good. And what an introduction. That's the second time we've done that together. And I saw you smiling at it the second time again. It never gets old. How have you been? The last time we spoke, we were identifying just how difficult COVID has been for many people. But we're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. How's things been with yourself?
Sure. Listen, this period has been really tough. It's been difficult, the same as for everybody else, So I'm just doing my very best. You're hanging in there. The vaccine is coming out now, so you're just hoping things will get better within the next few months,
And we can see that light at the end of the tunnel and hanging in there and staying strong, staying tough are some of the themes that we'll be talking about this morning. But let's rewind back, Davey, because an awful lot of the students are finding their passion and creating a couple of businesses around it as part of the Student Enterprise Programme. 2 passions that you had was sport and ultimately business and a bit of entrepreneurship. Rewind back to when you were 14, 15 years of age. What was the passions back then?
Listen, I'll be honest, there was only one passion I had back then, and that was hurling. And all I ever wanted to do was play for Clare. That's being totally honest with you. That was my dream. Would I have regrets? I probably would have a regret the fact that I could have done a lot better in school, without a shadow of a doubt. My only thing was to go to St. Flannan's College and play hurling there. That was it, right? And I'll tell you a small story, right? I can remember doing my mocks, and I did very poorly on them, okay? And my dad coming home to me and saying, listen, Davey, I thought he was going to kill me first, but he didn't. He said, listen, Davey, you're just going to go back until you do a lot better. And that got my ass in gear. And the next 2 months, I absolutely killed myself, and I did pretty well. And I was saying to myself afterwards, when I really thought about it, imagine if I'd actually applied myself, and I'd have done so much better. But at a young age, Noel, all that was in my head was get out with the hurling ball and just play it. That's all I cared about. But that's the only little regret I would have looking back on that stage.
And you know, hurling, it's a fantastic team sport. No one person will succeed on a team without the other 14 people around them. So that community spirit and that teamwork was instilled into you in very young age, wasn't it?
You know what, it grew. I think sometimes when you do play a team sport, it is good, but you can be a bit selfish yourself. And the thing I realized after a while was, you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve unless you start thinking of other people and get the best out of them. And you know what, Noel, we're all different. We all have different things in our character. And the big thing I learned is you've got to accept that. You've got to accept how someone else is. They're not going to be like you. So the moment I learned to embrace that and grow with it, I was a lot better as a player. Even as a manager now, I'm a lot better. The fact that I try and understand people more, because the more you understand people, the more you're going to grow yourself.
Yeah, and growth is a big thing. So you moved on and up the ranks. It was 6 Mile Bridge. You were there as a 17-year-old, and then the All Ireland Club Championship beckoned, and then you moved on into some of the senior roles. What was that time like as you were progressing through? It wasn't all roses at the time, sure wasn't.
Listen, there's been ups and downs. Like, people would look at you at the moment and you're manager of Wexford, you're on the TV, you're Ireland's fittest family, Davey's toughest teams, and things must be great. I can promise you, there's up and downs all the time. 1 minute you're right up there, the next minute you're going to get kicked in the backside, trust me. And you'll have people, it's the one thing about Ireland that drives me crazy at times is negativity. I'm not one of them people. I don't buy into it. If people want to be negative, best of luck to them. If people want to have a go at you, I suppose when I was younger, I got bullied a bit when I was at school, and thankfully I got over it. And the one thing I'd say to people that do stuff like that is, and what I've come to realize is, you know what, they're the ones with the problem, not the person that's being bullied. It's the person that's actually doing it as a problem. So now I say to myself, I feel sorry for anyone that is like that. And I'm not going to let any negative person pull me down if I can help it at all, because life is short enough. There's enough of illness out there, Noel, and you know what? I'm going to enjoy every day I possibly can.
Yeah, and it's a great philosophy to have. And it is part of being an entrepreneur, failing, and getting setbacks, because if we're not wrong, we'll never come up with anything new. We have to get to try and prototype and develop new ideas. So having that bravery of giving something a go, and if it doesn't work out, you learn from it. That's something you've learned throughout the career, Davey, isn't it?
Yeah, like, do you know what? From a young age, I kind of wanted to work for myself, I'll be honest with you. I think I started in 1996, a few years ago. And listen, I failed 2 or 3 times in business. I can remember, one stage, I think it was about 2004 or 5, I was involved in the pub business. And I don't drink much myself, but the reason I went into the pub business was I said, well, I'm playing hurling in Clare. I'm widely known, so I said that's an opportunity. People will come in and want to chat and talk, so that's why I went into it. And I got involved. I think I was in 3 pubs at the time, and I sold one of them in 2004, and I made a nice bit of change out of it. Now, I won't say exactly, but I made a nice bit. But you know what? I decided I never touched a cent. I just bought a number of properties off the proceeds, and it was going well for a year or 2. And next thing, that big crash came in 2008. Oh my God. I lost what I had. I lost what I had and more. So I was in the hole for a few million. And do you know what, Noel? It was the best lesson I ever learned. So it was, and it took me a number of years to try and get back out of it. I'm nearly there, thanks be to God. When you go in the hole for that amount of money, it's serious enough. But it never stopped my enthusiasm. I had a dream that I'd get back, and there's things I wanted to do. And I am that sort of a person. I'm a dreamer. At my age still, I have my dreams, I have my ambitions, and them few knocks I got, it makes me even want stuff more. And I think to persevere with Anthem is the one thing that I'd say to the students, no matter what, when you get knocked down, stay with it, and you will get there. And it makes it so much special when you actually do.
Well, we've just about over 180 people watching on the live stream. So a big invite out to anyone watching who has a question for Davey. Put it into the chat there. We'll see it and we'll throw it up for him. And don't miss this opportunity to ask Davey a question live. Davey, we've seen you with recently the toughest team. What have you learned from the participants on that programme and from Ireland's Fittest Family as well?
Well, they're two completely different shows. Toughest Team probably is one of the hardest programs I've ever had to film, because I was out of my comfort zone in a big way. I got to meet 7 unique young men, and I really mean that, that have gone through difficult situations in our life, be it drug addiction, be it homelessness, be it depression. And I got to exactly see how they feel and what they went through. And even taking young Connor, who openly admits about getting hooked on cocaine, it was a great feeling for him at the start, and he said it got him away from a few issues he was dealing with. And the next thing, the further he got into it, he found it hard to get out of it. And then he realised that cocaine was the biggest hindrance in his life, and he just found it so hard to get out of it. And thankfully, after a lot of work and after learning to reach out and seek help, he has. And from talking to him, I just know that he is so mad to talk to people and encourage them not to go down that road, because it's not the way to go. Learning about that, learning other things about the opportunities that lads have had, which has been very minimum. And the more we talk to them, the more we made them believe, it doesn't matter what background you come from. If you have the drive and ambition, and you can get there. And thankfully now, there's 3 or 4 of the lads have jobs that didn't have jobs. And you know what? I think the biggest thing is not to be sitting around at home doing nothing. I think you've got to get off your backside and go on.
Yeah, and that was very much evident. And as I was watching the show, I could see them grow in front of my eyes, where they were interacting with the other team players, if you like, in the show. And that is a bit of a connectivity to the student enterprise program as well. We'll have students that will have joined with other students that they may not have worked with in the past, but they're learning from each other. And we've seen that in Ireland's Fittest Family, where that close-knit team, they're supporting one another to get through that program. That's true, isn't it?
100%. And actually, I've seen some of your projects there when I was looking in, and they're actually incredible. That comes from working with people. You get the best out of everyone. It's the same, whether it's in business, whether it's in sport, it's the exact same. You take Fittest Family, like, you won't have the same tactic for every family. We have to sit down and discuss it. And the dad might like to think he knows it all. I get some of the best suggestions from the younger people, but I think it's actually sitting down, having a chat, trying to figure it out, and I try together. So what I'm saying is, I actually listen a lot of the time, bring the ideas together and try and make it work. I think that's so important. Sometimes we like to think we know it all, and maybe I was that way myself for a long length of time, but it's actually a case now of take in as much knowledge as you can, use it, and use your own bit as well on top of it. And I love that about Fittest Family. I love it working with teams. So it's the one thing I'd say to any young person out there: don't be afraid to talk, and don't be afraid to listen as well, and take stuff on board.
No, Davey, that's super. And we have a few people in the chat. Paula Fitzsimons, she's one of the teachers, and she said, "Hi, Davey, one of the teachers here. My daughter, Ella, is your biggest fan. I told her I'd let you know. Not sure we'll make it to Ireland's Fittest Family, though." So a big shout out there to Ella. And
thanks very much.
Sorry, Davey, go ahead.
Yeah, no, fair play. You love hearing stuff like that. Like, in fairness, even the amount of letters I got 2 this morning from 2 kids that were on about Fittest Family, and it's great, and I love that. Like, it doesn't hurt to be nice to anybody, so fair play, and thanks very much for that.
Well, she's jumping up and down, I'd say, virtually at the moment to have the shout out online. Davey, the connection between sport and business, the skills that carry over, resilience, teamwork, perseverance, hard work, there's a big correlation between sport and business, isn't there?
100%. You've said it there. Teamwork, communication, massive. Honesty, massive. Like, I'll be honest with you, I love my work, and that's a very important thing to say, to be passionate about what you do, be it Fittest Family, be it involved in the pubs. I'm doing stuff I love the whole time, and I can't understand people that go into work and they're looking at the clock and they're saying, I have another 5 or 6 hours to go. I would prefer people to go in and be motivated and really want to make the best of them 7 or 8 hours they're at work, instead of wishing the time away. Because you know what, no, time is precious. Like I come across a lot of people that are sick. I'm asked to visit sick people in hospital, and you know what, they would love to be healthy and have the time. Most important thing in life is the time we have. And I'd say that genuinely to every young person, every teacher that's listening in there, the time you have is massive. And to use it as good as you can is so important. So don't take that for granted, anybody.
You know, you've segued into probably my final question. It's the one that I often ask the most of any of the guests that have been appearing. If you were to look back at your 14, 15, 16-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself? We have over 180 people in that age group watching. And what advice would you give them? As in the advice you would give yourself, knowing what you know now, looking back.
Okay, definitely one or two things come into my head. One is trust in myself and in my beliefs. Don't do stuff to please other people. Be myself. I think that's very important. I would have got a hard time at school, and you know what? I did stupid things to try and make them happy. People have to accept you for who you are. I think that's very important. So it is. And my other thing is, no matter what, I'm not going to talk behind anyone's back. I think if you haven't got anything good to say about anyone, then don't bother saying it. There are two things I'd look back and I'd say, yeah, I was pretty okay on the second one, but could I have been better? I could have been. So they are the two small bits that I would give for definite. Just be yourself always, because you've got to accept everybody for who they are. Is any of us perfect? No. Do I make mistakes? Guys, 100% I make mistakes. And you know what? I'm still fucking making them. But people got to accept that, and you learn from your mistakes. I think that shows the type of person you are if you can learn from mistakes that you've made in that. But definitely don't let anyone change you. Be yourself. Be true to yourself, and treat people with respect. They're the two things I'd like to say.
Well, Davey, thank you so much for joining us today. And there's great words of wisdom there. And wisdom, as you say, only comes with experience, and experience comes with maybe learning from the failures and the successes. Davey, thank you very much indeed. And we wish you the very best.
No, thanks very much. And just I say to everyone there, listen, we will get through these few months and things will get a bit better. So let's all stay with it. And I want to wish everyone a great 2021 and stay healthy, okay? Take care.
Thank you, Davey. Very much appreciate that. And you're getting loads of comments there popping up on the screen. So they're all wishing you well. And thank you for joining us this morning. So a quick shout out to all the viewers this morning. So if you have your mobile phone with you, if you want to get it out, we're going to go for our live quiz. And we have a one for all voucher of €75 to the winner. So take your mobile phones out and I'll show you how we're going to do this. So let me throw up our little shared screen. Here we go. And on your phone, if you go to menti.com and put in this code 24089976. So if you have your mobile phone with you and you want to shine it at the screen there with a camera onto the QR code, it will then automatically load it in, or manually put in menti.com into your browser and put in that code then when it pops up. So the code is 24089976. We'll give that a few moments for you to do that. So menti.com 24089976. And well done to Caitlin there back at base. She's put it up into the comments on the YouTube feed. So those of you that are on YouTube, you can see that codes there to be able to do it. So menti.com 24089976. So let's have a quick look and see. Oh yeah, we've got the hearts in the bottom right hand corner. You're all clicking it, which means that you're starting to log in. So let's have a quick look and see how many we have. So you'll have a little avatar and we'll get you to choose your handle, your name. We need you to be able to identify if you're the winner to your teacher. So make sure that the name you choose identifies you. So your first name and your initial for your surname will work really well. So we have, I had about 60 people there and they're all changing their name now to something probably more suitable. So yeah, we've got about 60, 70 people there joining us and all your avatars are popping up. So we've got 5 questions for you. The faster you answer, the more points you score. So here we go. We have, just about nearly 60 people entered in. I'll give this another 10 seconds for you to log in. So menti.com 2408 9976. So here we go. Question number 1. The faster you answer, the more points you get. What do you call a group of sheep? Are they a gaggle, a flock, or a herd? What do you call a group of sheep? So knowing the answer is one thing, but answering as fast as you can is another. So time's up. Let's have a quick look. And 49 people said flock, and a few people said herd, but flock is correct. So now let's see who was the fastest. And you'll see the scoreboard start to move as we go through the questions. So Mary, Johnny, Maverick, Watson, Homer, Elsa, Ted, well done. But Mary is the fastest at 971 points. So as we go through, the points all add up. So Mary, see how well you do to stay at the top of the board. So question number 2. Remember, the faster you answer, the more points you score. So here we go. At the ready, who is Ireland's Chief Medical Officer? Is it Dr. Tommy Holohan, Dr. Tony Hanrahan, or Dr. Tony Houlihan? Now, we were sneaky there, weren't we? 3 names very similar. So who is Ireland's Chief Medical Officer? Time's up. The correct answer is Dr. Tony Houlihan, and we've had 40 people got that right. So now let's see who was the fastest. So Mary was in the front and the last round, but she's got competition this time. So well done, Emily and E. McCabe. Emily jumps to the top of the board at 1943, followed by 1936 for E. McCabe. Neve is there at 1903. Lawrence is there for 1882, and Mary is there at 1881. It's very tight at the top, and it'll stay that way depending on how fast you answer. So question 3 of 5. Remember, the faster you are, the more points you score. What do you call a baby kangaroo? Is it a Chandler, a Joey, or a Ross? All the Friends fans now know those names, but which one is correct when you call a baby kangaroo? Which one is it? Time's up. And the correct answer, of course, is Joey, and 61 people got that. But then it's one thing knowing the answer. It depends on how fast you can do it. So let's have a quick look, see who was the fastest that time. Mary's back up there again. Emily's there, El McCabe, and Emily was the fastest that time now. So she stays at the top of the leaderboard, 2916, and pulling out a small lead over E. McCabe. Lawrence is in 3rd and Mary in 4th, but it's still so tight. Remember, whoever's at the top of the leaderboard is our winner and wins a €75 all for one voucher. So 2 more questions remaining. Question 4 of 5. The second last question. Here we go. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Loch means lake in Irish, and Carlingford Loch is a lake. Is that true or is it false? Irish for lake is loch, and Carlingford Loch is a lake. Is that true or false? 3, 2, 1. And 41 went true, 18 went false. It's false. Carlingford Loch is an inlet. It is not a lake. So that's going to change the leaderboard now. We had 41 people who got that incorrect. It's a bit of a 50-50 chance. So let's have a quick look and see what that's done to the leaderboard. Oh, it's going to get very tight there, but I think Amy too was the fastest there. Well done, Amy. You're moving up the board. Emily now is at the top of the board at 1843. E. McCabe there, 3828. And R. Connolly jumps up, 3730. So that brings us to our final question, to find our winner of the All for One voucher for €75. Answer fast to get more points. Do polar bears live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? It's one of these 50-50 ones that so many people either know or don't know or forget. But do polar bears live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? 3 seconds remaining. Well done. Time's up. 31 people said Arctic, and you are correct. So let's have a quick look and see what that does to our leaderboard. And who is our winner? So who was the fastest on that question? Ava was fast, Rena was fast, Lily Jordan. We could have a change at the top. We do. Lily Johnson takes over the top. Congratulations, Lily Johnson, and well done. The last question did it for you there. And well done to Emily and E. McCabe for leading the fleet there. But Lily Jordan, well done. We're going to ask you to contact your teacher and make yourself known to them, and we'll make sure then that we'll get the prize to you. So well done. I'm going to bring back in Colin. Colin, you weren't entering that by any chance, were you?
No, I wouldn't have had a hope, I don't think.
We should have done the music questions. You would have been great with those ones.
Absolutely. The 60s or 70s.
Absolutely. So that brings us back to what everyone is here for, our first awards. So we'll throw them up on the screen. So we're going to kick it off. We'll put some background music in, and we'll start our awards in earnest. So the category awards. So the Junior Enterprise Award. Would you like to announce the winner of this one?
Yeah, delighted to be announcing the winners, Noel. So the winner of the Junior Enterprise Award is Sweet Designs from Scully-Wera, Dunleer.
Congratulations, Scully-Wera, Dunleer, and Sweet Designs, and that's Lucy Foley. So well done, Lucy, and we can actually see some of your designs there. So congratulations, well done on winning that award. So the category awards continue with my Entrepreneurial Journey Award. Over to you, Colin.
Thanks, Noel. And our winner for this award, the My Entrepreneurial Journey winner, and who will go on to represent Louth like the Junior Enterprise winner. And the winner of this one is Reflex Design from St. Louis Secondary School, Dundalk.
Congratulations, Mia McDermott, Reflex Design, St. Louis Secondary School, Dundalk. And this actually is the map of the entrepreneurial journey. And well done, Mia. That wins you the award. It looks fantastic. So congratulations and very, very well done. The intermediate category. Now we're into some of the front runners. So we've got two awards in this category. We've got the runner-up and the winner. So, Colin, will you announce the runner-up in the intermediate category?
Absolutely. So our runner-up is Lucy's Christmas Trees from Scully-Wera in Dunleer.
Congratulations, Lucy Sheridan from Lucy's Christmas Trees, Scully-Wera in Dunleer. And there you are. Well done, Lucy. Talking about adapting to things around you and the seasonal aspect of things. So well done. There you are in the safety jackets and everything, and selling Christmas trees over Christmas. Well done, Lucy. So our intermediate category winner, Colin.
Okay, so the winner in the intermediate category, and again going forward to represent Louth in the intermediate category, will be Seasonal Crafts from De La Salle, Dundalk.
Congratulations, James Spain, Seasonal Crafts, De La Salle in Dundalk. And there's James showing off his wares, and a superb craft using wood, using timber. We can see St. Bridget's Cross, we can see some name tags there, and we can see the little reindeer made out of the timber for Christmas. So congratulations, James Spain. Well done, Seasonal Crafts. Now we have a special award. You better explain this one, Colin. This is the Teachers Educator Award.
Absolutely. So obviously it's been spoken about by lots of contributors today, how important the teacher's role has been to the success of this every year. And particularly this year, it added an extra challenge. And one teacher has been selected for this year to get recognition, a special recognition for that. So this year's winner of the Teachers Educator Award is Martina Farrell from Scully-Wera in Dunleer. Well done, Martina.
Congratulations, Martina, from Scully-Wera, and a very worthy winner there. But it is a token of all the work that all the teachers have done to actually have that recognised. So well done, Martina. On behalf of all the teachers, I'm sure you're going to accept that award. So well done. The Innovation Award. Now, Colin, over the last 11, 12 months, we've seen some very difficult circumstances as a result of the pandemic. But if there's one thing that stood out, is how the students really have innovated. And this is a tough award to grant, because we've seen some amazing ideas, haven't we?
Absolutely. And I think there was, speaking to the judges, I think there was a lot of hot competition for this particular category award. So to, I suppose, move on and to let them know who that winner is. So for Innovation category winner is Blue Ink Games from St. Oliver's Community College in Drogheda, who developed a computer game.
Congratulations to Molly, to Donald, to Fia and to Carl from St. Oliver's Community College Blue Ink Games. And while it's very hard to show a product from a game point of view, look at the downloads. So they designed and produced a range of high quality, unique online games. The first in the range was called Root of Evil, and it was launched in January 2021 and has already been downloaded all over the world by over 1,000 people. And you can actually see there 1,700 views on some of their marketing and their social media. This is a phenomenal achievement, and well done to Blue Ink Games, to Molly, Donal, Fia and Carl. Congratulations. So the Social Media and Marketing Awards. And Colm, as we know, you can have the most amazing business on the planet. If nobody knows about it, you have no business. So marketing is a huge skill, and using some of the tools like social media. So I'll get you to announce this winner.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, the use of social media really got ramped up this year as the other options got taken away. So the winner of the Social Media Award is Bake Me Happy from RD Community School.
Congratulations to Danielle and Rebecca from RD Community School and Bake Me Happy. I love the name. I copped it there earlier on. Make me happy, well, bake me happy. And here's the two girls there. There's Danielle, there's Rebecca, and some of their wares being shown. And one of the things that we mentioned, social media and marketing, the quality of the logos and the quality of the message is phenomenal. Made with love and chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? So well done, Danielle, and well done, Rebecca. Very worthy winners. Now, we mentioned the hardships, and Davey was alluding there and not giving up and staying positive. So who adapted to COVID the most? Over to you, Colm.
Okay, so I think probably every entry adapted to COVID to some extent, but the winner of this award is Online Violin Lessons, and that came from Coláiste Rís in Dundalk.
Well, congratulations, Coláiste Rís, online violin lessons, and that is Rachel Rice. And this actually is something very dear to my heart. As an educator, we had to change and pivot in our company and move all our training online. And well done, Rachel, you've done exactly the same. Moved online with Zoom and started to provide online violin lessons. Congratulations, and a very worthy winner. Well done, Rachel, and your online violin lessons. So we go on to the Sustainability Awards. Now, we were talking to Thomas earlier on, and we were talking about how important green sustainability is. It is a trend. It's something that will be with us for the next foreseeable future. So this is also a really important category. Over to you, Colm.
Okay, the winner of the Sustainability category is Keep It Real from Coláiste Rís in Dundalk, who are upcycling large electric cable tools.
And hence the play on the name, Keeping It Real, spelled R-E-E-L, and that is Rory Reynolds from Coláiste Rís. Well done, Rory. There's Rory on the left-hand side there, and you can see the cable reels, recycled, upcycled, and making a beautiful centerpiece table, and with the bottle and the two glasses on it. So well done, Rory, and well done on the name, Keeping It Real. Well done, sir. Now, the Social Entrepreneur Award.
Yeah, so obviously not every business setup is making money for the founders. Some is generating funds for important charities, and that's what this award is recognising. And the winner this year of the Social Entrepreneur category is Bag Some Boots from St. Mary's Diocesan School in Drogheda.
Congratulations, St. Mary's Diocesan School in Drogheda. Bag Some Boots, and that's Oisín Black, Luke Carley and Evan Haddock. So Oisín, Luke and Evan, well done. Congratulations. A really, really well-worthy winners of that award. And we go on to the Creative Business Award.
Yeah, and the winner of the Most Creative Business Award category this year is Pebble Effect from St. Mary's College in Dundalk.
Now, when we talk about creativity, well done, Jenna, Molly, Kieran and Aaron, for Pebble Effect from St. Mary's College in Dundalk. And we can see you, there you are in the top left-hand corner. There's the team members waving out at us. And very simple, but very innovative when you think about it, and very creative, taking pebbles and making art. And the frames are absolutely beautiful. So well done, Jenna, Molly, Kieran and Aaron. Pebble Effect, worthy winners. Best Creative Video Award.
Yes. So again, lots of students this year produced videos to help introduce their product or service or to help promote it. And this year there was a particular recognition goes for the best creative video award goes to Candy Cards from St. Bridget's School in Dundalk.
Congratulations, Candy Cards from the Bridget School, creative video. And there's a lot of people involved in this one, and we'll give you a quick shout out. So it's Lee Kerr, Holly Cooney, Tommy Dolan, Brandon Dolan, Owen Dolan, Aaron Connolly, Joe McGee, Conor McGuinness, Ronan Monaghan, and Kieran Reena. Now, if Davey was here, he'd need to make a team out of you there, but there's so many of you. So congratulations to Candy Cards. And we actually can see some of your wares here. So we're talking about marketing. There you are on Instagram in the top left-hand corner. We can see there some of the cards. And this was the manufacture and production of a range of unique, handcrafted Christmas cards. So they're very well done to all the team there, and very, very worthy winners. I'm going to bring back in Thomas there, if we can, as we bounce through. Thomas, we were talking about the diversification there in some of the entries. We're definitely seeing them in the awards. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Aren't they?
Wonderful to see, wonderful and fabulous ideas brought to life through imagination and hard work. And I have to commend the judges for and Colm, Fanula and Francis for working with the groups and getting to the stage they're at, because it's wonderful. We're seeing the final product, but we're not necessarily seeing all the hard work in the back too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we wanted to celebrate that today. So as part of the celebration, I brought you on to show you some of the comments that were coming through. We've well over 180 people in the live stream. So Claire Cunningham is saying, well done to all. Katrina Sheridan, well done to the two Lucy's. Martina is getting a shout out from Roisin Mallon. Katrina Sheridan, well done. Martina, well deserved. We have Brendan Casey. Congrats, Martina. Great consistent work over the last couple of years at Dunleer. And you've, Thomas, got an example of one of the trophies there beside you. Isn't that right?
I do. And we have a local artist called Joe Lawler. He would be quite well known in the craft community. He actually crafted the seat President Bill Clinton used while on his visit to Dundalk. So we've commissioned him to produce the trophies, and all the winners will get a trophy through their school. We'll get them out to the schools over the next week. This is an example of one of last year's. This year's theme is a wise owl. So everybody will get a handcrafted piece of a wise owl made by Joe Lawler, and it'll be a wonderful keepsake for all involved.
And they're also getting a couple of one-for-all vouchers as well in some of the winners. So they'll be on their way to you also. We have Jenny Spain is saying there, the proudest mum in Louth at the moment. So well done to James Spain, one of our winners. So Jenny is shouting out there. And she's also giving a shout out to Mia in St. Louis. So a lot of the teachers are here posting comments as well and saying congratulations. So what we wanted to do was say a very quick thank you to some of the teachers. And we mentioned that some of the prizes going to the students there included a one-for-all voucher. Well, thank you. Who is your teacher? Because we have a teacher's prize wheel. What we've done is we've put all the teachers onto a wheel and we're going to give it a spin. And whoever it lands on will win a €75 voucher, an all-for-one voucher. So here we have all the teachers on the wheels. We're going to give it a big spin and find a winner today. And our winner it's Joan McCardle. So congratulations, Joan McCardle from RD Community School. Congratulations and very well done. That will be on its way to you also. So congratulations. Now we're into the big prizes. Well, we said they're all big, but we're going into the senior category. I'm going to bring Fanula on as well, and we'll throw up the categories. So we have a runner-up and a winner in the senior category. And Colm, I'll pass to you again to announce this award.
Yeah, so obviously, again, just acknowledge the tough decision that the judges had on this one. So the runner-up in the senior category for the Student Enterprise Award for Louth this year is Scriptorium pens from Scullywear in Dunleer.
Congratulations, Tyg O'Brien. Scriptorium pens, Scullywear in Dunleer. And there's some of your wares. This is phenomenal. Handmade wooden pens crafted from native Irish trees. Well done, Tig. And Thomas, as you said there, the trophies are following that same art. They are designed by local artists in wood, and there's Tig following in those shoes. Super product, isn't it?
Yeah, wonderful to see, and all local made from own resources. So it's great example.
And Fionnuala, it brings us then to the final award, and some final words just before we announce our senior category winner. Some of the advice, because before we announce it, and why I brought you all on screen, there's going to be some students that are obviously a little bit disappointed. And Davey has alluded to that not everyone can win all the time. What advice would you give to those that are not a recipient of a prize today? Because we've seen in the past years, many people who don't win a prize go on to win in many other ways. Isn't that right?
Can I just say on that, Noel, I mean, all of the finalists that are here today have actually already gone through an internal competition within their own school. I mean, there's 50 companies in some of these schools, and these are only the top 3 businesses go forward for the actual county final. So I think every finalist here today is a winner in their own right anyway. But really and truly, what advice would I give them? You know what? As in, it's like Davey said, we all get knockdowns, but you just have to keep going. It's about picking yourself back up and getting back out there and trying it different ways, doing things differently, or, maybe doing a bit more, putting in a bit more work, maybe looking what part of my business is not working and seeing how we can improve it.
And prototyping is part of it, and learning by the failures. And Dyson is one that we all talk about. He had over 5,000 prototypes before he got the bagless vacuum cleaner right. We're seeing SpaceX launch rockets. They're launching one today. And will it crash? Will it not? We don't know. But they're learning by their mistakes. So very wise words, Fionnuala, and thank you for that. So we go to our final announced winner today is the senior category winner. Colm, over to you to announce our very worthy winner in the senior category.
Great, Noel. Thanks very much. So the winner in the senior category, and this team will go forward and represent Louth in the senior category at the All-Ireland finals. And the winner is SZE Stories from St. Louis Secondary School, Dundalk. Congratulations, folks.
Congratulations to Aideen Drumgould, Zara Woods and Sarah Dunn from St. Louis Secondary School in Dundalk, and SZE Stories. And obviously SZ and E is the first letter of their name. So well done. There's Aideen, there's Zara, and there's Sarah. And they were creating books for children by children, books about everyday issues that affect all children. And their book featured on the Late Late Toy Show. So very, very worthy winners, and congratulations to you. And we're seeing lots of the comments popping up on the screen, and they're all wishing the very best. But very worthy winners. And congratulations. And as you said there, Fionnuala, they're going on to represent Louth in the national finals in May.
The 14th of May. Yeah.
14th of May, Friday the 14th. We'll all be tuned in because that's also live and online. It's going to be a virtual final. So thank you, Fionnuala, and thank you, Colm, for doing that.
Thank you.
I'm going to bounce you back into the green room. And Thomas, I'm going to pass to you to pass on your congratulations, obviously, to all our winners today, and to finish off with a few thanks for a few other people that you might want to mention. So over to you, Thomas.
Yeah, just a huge congratulations to everybody involved, and particularly the winners now who go on to represent Louth in the final. So there's a lot of people in the background that make this happen. Not least yourself, Noel, but who have helped in the background with these projects. And when you start a business, and no matter what stage in life you start your business, it's the people around you that help you get there, and it's a lesson that you'll bring with you for the rest of your life. You can't run a business just on your own. It involves bringing along the people with you, and that's one of the learnings I think everybody will get from this program. Not just the students, but the people who have helped the students get to where they're at.
Well, one of the finalists, and actually our senior winner, has given a quick shout out to thanks Miss Fitzsimons, the best teacher ever. So well done on that one. Francis Verling is there again and saying well done to all the winners and the students, the teachers and the schools. You are all fantastic this year. So we wish you all the very, very best. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep innovating, and thank you for joining us and celebrating with us today the Student Enterprise Programme in County Louth. Look after each other. Slán leat.